everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Rogue Legacy. Let's choose our heir, shall we? Now, you know, we've played as Hokages fairly prominently recently. Why don't we play as a miner? We're a hypochondriac that tends to exaggerate, and we should have like 4,000 gold, because we did, spoilers if you didn't see the last episode, but we did beat our boss from the second world, so we can now move on to the Maya. And I'm gonna take a couple thousand here to upgrade our equipment load, and then I might try to roll with a different strategy here. Like I might talk to our dude here and maybe upgrade from the blood sword to the sage sword. Gives us a plus 10 gold bonus. It gives us substantially less damage but a lot more health. What about the silver sword? Gives us more health and more damage. What is this? Our damage right now is 34. It only gives us 8 more damage, but this is like 25% and more health. Okay, let's give this a try. We'll roll with the silver sword. We also have a new like silver helm, which would give us more health and mana, so why not? Do we have any, like, we do have second level chest plates that would give us more health and more armor. So let's give this a try. We've taken off a lot of our lifesteal gear. We'll check out runes later, but we have taken off a lot of our lifesteal gear. We're playing as a miner this time, but we have decent health and we should have okay damage as well. Keep in mind that, like, our damage is probably going to be pretty low because we're a miner, so, you know, we'll see, like, the real benefit of these new higher class weapons and armors, hopefully, when we play a class that actually gives us better potential to beat bosses, like the Hokage, for example, which basically allowed us to destroy the last boss in record time and without too much risk, which was fantastic. I mean, it kind of felt like we were up against it sometimes, but it worked out well for the most part. We are fighting some kind of boss here. It appeared that he did 3,000 damage to me, which is kind of crazy. We might actually die here, believe it or not. Oh, thank God that he gave me some HP. The chakrams can still hit him, I believe. I don't know. Let's try to fire some more around here and see if we can't tear him up. Those are actually doing pretty solid. I don't know if I've ever fought these bosses before. Or this boss, I guess, technically. Our sword is not doing as much damage as... Look at how much damage it does to me. We're 4 damage away from dying. We killed him, though, and we did get a treasure chest. Holy crap, that was surprising. And we get the blood helm. Okay, so we could get, you know, extra lifesteal, I suppose, if we wanted to. I guess it's good that we went through that. Probably has doomed us. But we do have 400 gold already. 4,000 would be a little crazy. But 400 gold already, that's nothing to sneeze at for oh, that was close. It's nothing to sneeze at for a run this short. And maybe those guys will never... Oh my God, what is this, like... Stop giving me so many... Oh, okay, we'll leave you to it. We actually did find the Maya, which is what I was looking for in the first place. These guys are going to take a lot more hits than they did when I was playing as the other character. So I'm a little concerned about our chances here. Every enemy that we kill is going to be a little trial in and of itself. We get 5 HP back per kill, and 1 MP, and a lot of gold, basically. That's the whole reason we're playing as the miner here, isn't it? Is to give us this gold potential. So please, yes, you are dead. That means things should get easier for us moving forward. I don't like this shinobi type character. We do get MP back after each kill. The chakras, or chakrams, sorry, I guess. These aren't chakrams, these are like, it's some different ability. I just call it a chakram as like a placeholder, I guess. They cost 30 MP, so we're gonna have to kill 30 enemies for every one of these that we cast, which is pretty absurd. We do have enough now to cast it, actually. Do we have enough to survive a hit from one of these guys? That's a really good question, actually. And can we get over top of these guys just by impressive jumping ability? Surprisingly, we can, so maybe we'll come back for that guy later. I don't necessarily want to deal with him right now. So, you know, I did not expect to die in a single hit on the Maya, but at least we did manage to amass a little bit of gold there. How much? Probably quite low. We have a ton of knaves and a paladin. Yeah, I'm okay with taking the paladin in this situation. With 680 gold, it might be in our best interest to maybe pick up a new rune or something like that. So let's see what we have here. Do we have a rune not equipped on something? What is this? Curse rune. Harder enemies, but greater rewards. Enemies are harder. That's really interesting, actually. That might be useful for going through the chest to kind of get like do some extra grinding. What about this one? Coins give more gold. That's interesting as well. I thought, didn't we get... Oh, we got sky bracers. Let's see what those do. They're really expensive, but they give us a ton of extra health and a little bit of extra magic as well. Probably not my style. And what is this new cape? Silver cape, 850 to unlock. Gives us more HP. Interesting. You know, it's a shame to waste 680 gold. What is this sword? Sage Sword gives us less damage, but more gold. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going to waste this gold, unfortunately. I'm not pleased about it, but it kind of seems like what we have to do. So why don't we grind through the castle again, and then we'll make our way to the Maya, presumably. There's probably a better way to do this. Like, I'm just trying to think about how we do this. Maybe if we want to get, like, better gold, maybe it's in our best interest to, oh, I can't believe that did damage. Maybe it's in our best interest to go to, like, use the Architect, and then always go to the Forest, even though it gives 70% less gold when you use the Architect. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's just in our best interest to get to the Maya as soon as possible, find a teleporter there, and then use the Architect. Again, when it comes to the metagame of Rogue Legacy, I'm not totally sure. Notice, though, as a Paladin, thanks to all the upgrades that we have done, we are now one-shotting enemies in the castle, whereas previously we were like two-shotting enemies with the Paladin and one-shotting enemies with the Hokage. So this is a better position for us moving forward, I would say. Not to mention... Whoa, okay, that was real scary. I should have used our special ability there. We also have... 200 HP, and we still have a little lifesteal. So this is awesome for us. Doesn't a little lifesteal sound like one of those movies you'd watch as a kid? Joey was a normal 6th grade student, and then he became a zombie that eats your blood. Little lifesteal coming this fall to the Family Network. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder about myself a little bit. Now, just keep going here. I would watch Little Lifesteal, especially if it came on right after Shackleton ER. This is an easy fairy chest. There should be no concern about this, especially considering, oh, I haven't defeated all enemies yet, especially considering that, you know, even if I take damage, that doesn't matter. Is our fairy chest, is it open yet? It has indeed. We have picked up a rune as a result, a bounty rune for our cape, which would give us extra gold. I guess, you know, it's in our best interest to unlock all of the runes, so that, when we want to do like a gold farming run, then we can put on all the bounty runes, for example, and all of our like gold farming gear. When we want to do a boss run, maybe we can put on our like tanky gear or our like crit gear or something like that, if that ever exists in the game. Oh, that was real stupid of me, but luckily, you know, we're in a good position now where we have some tolerance for getting hit as well, which we haven't had perhaps over the course of the entire Let's Play so far. So it puts me in a position where I can, you know, both afford to get hit and replenish my health from each hit as well. So there should be more gold in these treasure chests. I want to point out, by the way, first off, let me preface this by saying thank you for all the constructive comments so far that are giving me feedback on how to improve in Rogue Legacy. I genuinely do appreciate it. But also, secondarily, don't take offense if I don't necessarily take those comments, especially right away, because one of the things I like in games like this that have roguelike elements, and obviously Rogue Legacy is a little bit more linear than your standard game with roguelike elements, like a Spelunky or something like that. Maybe linear is not the right word for it, but, you know, it's substantially more... you know, progression-based, if that makes sense. But I don't necessarily want to take the tips right away because I want to, you know, create an environment where I'm also always learning and discovering things when I play through Rogue Legacy. So I appreciate that the tips are well-intentioned. My ignorance, to a certain extent, also well-intentioned, believe it or not, because one of the things I miss about The Binding of Isaac is, you know, having that magic where you don't understand what the fuck is going on ever, and I appreciate that. I like it. I exist in that environment for a good reason. Now, I wonder, I knew I could kill him. I was just hoping that I could actually get the gear as well, but that clearly is not possible. So we did sacrifice a little MP there, but MP for gold, A-okay by me. I really thought we'd be able to make it out of there, but that's okay. We are already up over 1,000 gold, which is better than I thought we would do on the castle here. We're looking for the Maya, and also, I guess, you know, if we find the forest, it's not the end of the world. I could run through the forest and, you know, find some teleporters and get some extra gold, because there is a, you know, higher gold drop in the forest. We have found a teleporter, which is fantastic. Let's go upwards. Good, we have entered the Maya, so this is exactly where we want to be. And beyond that, we found a teleporter close to the Maya, which is excellent as well. Oh, what the F happened there? We found a teleporter close to the Maya, which is great because it means that, you know, if we want to use our Architect, we could freeze this layout and come back here very easily at the cost of some gold to ourselves. So I understand that this is the most inefficient way to beat these guys possible, but, you know, 60 gold for me. At least I think it was 60. We got a little MP back as well. Mr. Tiger has added me to his friends list. I'll be sure to, in all likelihood, ignore that later. If you're watching this, and, you know, it sounds offensive, but if you're watching this, don't add me to your Steam friends list, please, because it's just an awkward situation for both of us. It's not that I don't like interacting with people, I do, but the amount of requests I get from complete strangers makes it prohibitive for me to deal with those on as regular a basis as I have to. Now, please tell me we can kill him. So, you know, I mean, I appreciate it, and I get that it's cool that you found me somehow, potentially through some kind of stalking that maybe I'm not comfortable with. But save us both some time, because otherwise it gets a little awkward. You know, I can't play games with everybody, and I don't even play games with my own friends. Like, you can talk to Omrecker. Omrecker will be like, hey, let's do this collaboration on a game we both own. And I'm like, Omrecker, I don't have time for that. I'm drinking coffee and playing Rogue Legacy. Basically what I'm getting at is I'm a lazy man. Let's not disappoint both of us. Guardian Bracers, that's a new recipe for us that we'll be able to do something with. I really thought we'd be able to get over top of this guy. The Northernlion story, I suppose. Now we're gonna check back into this room. I do need to lifesteal a little bit if we're gonna have any chance of success here, because I played a little recklessly and found myself in an uncomfortable situation. Now the Hulk guards, when you have like some vertical clearance, they're really easy to deal with. But when you don't have vertical clearance, they're a real pain in the ass. Vertical clearance, I guess, a really derpy way of saying height over top of them. Now just watch out, because the thing about these guys is that the spikes, like the whirly birds there that you can see down there on the bottom, they do a ton of damage, which is really frustrating. So if we can kind of keep them out of our area, that would be fantastic. There's another skeleton archer up there. I'm just gonna hack this guy down so I can get this chest. The whole like negative play started with trying to jump over one of these guys when I didn't have vertical clearance. So I just wanted to make sure I killed him in the smartest way possible, and we'll pick up a pretty nice amount of gold regardless. At this point, I should probably like readjust my standards. I don't know if I'd be happy with 1,000 gold on a run like this. I mean, obviously it's not an issue too much because we're already at well over that. But let's just toss some chakrams in here to hopefully do some extra damage. I can afford to waste some MP to make it happen. If it makes the Hulk guard easier to take out, that's beautiful. But yes, maybe like we should be looking at 4,000, at the very least 3,000, which we're going to be at quite soon. So I'm not happy about using my chakrams like this, but easiest way to take out these Hulk guards, and maybe the kind of weird shinobi dude behind him as well. Luckily, the Hulk guards can't actually attack, I think. They only stand there and get hit, which is beautiful. And there's another treasure chest up here where we will obtain silver bracers, which is good. That's the one that gives us increased health. And we are pretty tanky right now. So 2,000 gold, we can afford maybe a couple of levels. I actually don't know where... Oh, yes, we still have to finish off this room. I don't know where the boss is, like what level the boss is at. I'm glad we got some HP back there because I immediately took some damage right after. Otherwise, I would have almost certainly died. So I'm just playing it cool here, waiting for this spinning thing to get away from me far enough that I can come in and attack that guy once, apparently. And that's going to give us 5 HP back. That would have killed me. Definitely. No question about it. Now, there is another one of these jerkwads. This is a very rough room that we have going on here. If I can just fall to the bottom... Oh, I actually did open the treasure chest. What am I thinking? This is the start. This is where we've started the fucking floor? This is absurd. It's like the toughest room by far on the floor so far. But we have killed all the enemies. There's still some bouncing things around. Where's our... Have we actually reached a dead end on the Maya? Is the Maya not the tower where we're supposed to have, you know, fun times with the next boss? That's real strange. Well, you know, on the bright side, we made it through it, I suppose, but on the negative side, the heck do we do now? I guess we gotta find like another entrance into this area. Might as well get some extra gold on the way out. Okay, that almost killed me. I guess we will go back and, oh no, we're still in the Maya here. Okay, I forgot that we were in here a little earlier than I had originally anticipated. So, this room should not be super difficult. We'll just wait for the fire to bounce there and then we'll get out. Oh no! Okay, now we'll drop down. Skeleton archers, substantially easier to kill and get lifesteal off of than the other assholes that we were possibly dealing with in a room up there. So there we go. We did get like 10 HP back, which is basically nothing. And we got to go into like contingency mode, like we're probably going to die mode here. Now the wolf can jump. As you might expect, that scares the shit out of me, but it's kind of unnecessary at this point because we have actually died. But we did have nearly, we killed a ton of enemies and we had nearly 3,000 gold, which I could use to buy some new stuff. And I kind of want to upgrade ourselves as well. Why don't we play as a Barbarian Queen? Because they're super tanky. I think we should use a little gold to upgrade our attack, just our standard attack. And then we've reached level 50, so I guess we got an achievement, and we'll see what we can get from these guys now. Sage Sword, I actually don't like the idea of the Sage Sword. But these bracers I do. Guardian Limbs give us a ton of extra HP, and a little extra armor, and a little extra magic. So I think those are better than our blood gear. What about these? They give us extra HP and a ton of extra magic, but I would rather have the health, quite honestly. And I guess that's going to do it because we are pretty low now. We got some sweet yellow gear, though. I appreciate that. I don't think we have enough to unlock any new runes. Definitely don't have enough to unlock new capes, so we'll just leave. Let's freeze the layout in the position that it was in so we can get back to the Maya easily. This will cost us 70% of our gold, but it's fine. At least we can get back to the Maya easily. That should make up for it in our ability to farm, I think, so... we'll come up here to where the Maya is, and I always forget, like, when you use the Architect, do enemies, like, respawn? Because if they don't, then it's a waste, because... Oh, they do. Okay, good. If they don't, it's a waste because it's a total pain in the ass to have to, like, find new enemies, and, you know, you can't reliably farm it over and over. I thought I lost my double jump there for a minute, which would have been awful, obviously. Why am I not doing as much damage? I guess I was playing as a... Paladin before. I wouldn't think that the barbarians would do substantially less damage. But it appears that is indeed the case for now. That was surprisingly half-decent dodging there. Only in the Northernlion videos could half-decent be surprisingly good. Now, we're just going to watch out for the pupil here. We did kill that one. I'm just trying at this point. I mean, we have so much HP at this point. It looks like I can refarm those treasure chests as well, so we might want to go do that. Even though, remember, a lot of these rooms were just built out of assholes. And this Ghastly should not be able to do any damage to me. They drop a lot of gold, which is always awesome. There's a treasure chest down here. It was indeed. And I don't mind dealing with skeleton archers. They give me basically free HP by way of my limited lifesteal gear. I mean, now I'm only getting 3 HP back per kill, so it's going to take us a long time to use this lifesteal effectively. Get away from me, scary wolf. Well, luckily I'm super tanky, and, you know, I did lose like 100 HP there, but we lived, and I'm down to half HP, but we picked up 300 gold. Actually, that's less than 70, it's like 210 gold, because I am using the Architect's ability, unfortunately. That's okay, though. I'm alright with that. We have another treasure chest down here, which is a mimic! Okay. These mimics have got to back the F up. They are causing me some substantial problems. What are we looking for? I guess basically we're looking for the boss fight. Mostly not because I think I have a chance at the boss right now, but largely because, you know, we might be able to at least see what he's got and thus tailor our runs and our character in the future to help us have a better chance to take him out. So we'll just jump up behind this guy. Not a good guard for this treasure chest, really. And we picked up, you know, like another 400 and something gold. Is the downside of playing as the miner, obviously, is that we're gonna have, you know, get less gold from every kill, but that's okay. Or from every chest as well. Guardian Sword, if I had to guess, I would say that this is probably gonna be something that I'm gonna be interested in building. Guardian sounds like it gives you extra HP. If I know my RPG naming tropes, and sometimes I do, sometimes I admittedly have no idea whatsoever, so... The pupil doesn't worry me too much. I'm just killing these guys, not so much for the lifesteal, but just because, you know, might as well get some extra gold while we're here. I am 100% not surprised that I took damage there. I'm gonna get a little extra gold back as a result. We have a treasure chest that we have not opened back here, and our life might be... Oh, we have opened it. All right. Our life might be coming to an end. It's a little hard to tell. I should not have stood there. There's no question about that. Now, I should be able to take this guy out one at a time. Or, well, not one at a time. One hit at a time. One day at a time, much in the same way that I live my life. Now, those guys, probably a guaranteed death sentence at this point. So I don't think it... Oh, it's a mimic! I saw it at the last second, and then the picture came to life? I didn't think that was possible. I mean, I knew it was possible that pictures could come to life, but I didn't think that one could. Because I thought I hit it before. So we have a Paladin, a Miner, and an Archmage. Obviously, we will take the Paladin in this situation. We have 1,100 gold. It's not really that much. Let's just snag 1 HP upgrade. And I want to see what this Guardian Sword does. It's a 3rd tier sword. It would give us extra armor. That makes sense, actually. But I don't really like it. I prefer the sword we have right now. How am I liking this new gear versus the... Oh, you know what? We should definitely use our Architect here. How am I liking the old gear versus the... or the new gear versus the lifesteal gear? I kind of prefer the lifesteal gear. I just wanted to... Okay, if we use MP in there, it doesn't make a difference. Well, we'll see. So far, I think it's a little too... It would be premature to kind of make a judgment, I would say. I just want to look at our map. How can I do this? The back button. Have we actually explored the entire... No, we haven't. There's a way up in the, like, bottom left. I want to see what happens when we use our sights Okay, it takes off from our mana pool, which is the one above our HP pool. I hate having Dextrocardia because it swaps our MP and HP pools, which is annoying as hell. So we want to go up and to the left here, which I don't think I've ever done before. I mean, you know, on this run at least. So Paladins do have extra damage compared to Barbarians, which is kind of surprising to me, compared to, you know, something like Diablo, where you might not expect that that would be the case. I mean, I guess the Barbarian class is more the tanky class. The Paladin class is not like a DPS class, though. That would definitely go down to like the Shinobi or the Hokage. We have another weird little Japanese demon man here. That came across surprisingly racist if you wanted to take it in that way. We've picked up some more gold, and fairy chest, take no damage. I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, it should be easy for us to kill this planter. Might as well attack all of the portraits. Well, we found our boss. Okay, so we can end this video with at least an attempt on the boss. But we should probably farm some more gold first. This is going to go a long way towards making that happen. We might as well go to our teleporter. Yeah, so we'll at least get a feel for what this boss is all about. I don't think we're anywhere close to being able to kill him. I don't think I'm spoiling anybody's impressions of what's going to happen at the end of this video by saying that either. I think it's pretty clear that we're not in a position where we're going to outclass the boss on the Maya in all likelihood. But, you know, stranger things have probably happened at some point in human history. We'll see if maybe we can become the luckiest man in the world. And down here, just hoping that we come across... Oh, I was really hoping I killed them in one hit, but these are some of the easiest enemies we can fight right now because they're so super predictable. And easily predictable as well. So if I can... there's a chicken. I slaughtered the chicken, and I got a chicken leg. Actually, 17 HP from a chicken leg is pretty good. I'm not sure if that scales, like, based on where we are in the game. Like, because we're not on the castle anymore, maybe it's easier for us. I don't know. Okay, that was real scary. The whole guard has died. I did take some damage from the guard box XL. And as you might expect, I'm a little bit frightened by our position right now. I don't like this room at all. And I don't think anyone's going to be spoiled by me saying that. Okay, we destroyed him. We might have critted him there, actually. That was unusual. We did make it to the end of the room, but sadly, the room did not contain the riches that I thought it would, and we got killed by a portrait. Well, here's what I'm thinking. We have a decent amount of gold here. Should we be a knave, a paladin, or a barbarian queen? Let's be a paladin. Bald and the beautiful, what can I say? Reminds me a little bit of myself. We did not have 2,000 gold. We have 500 gold. That's not enough to really do anything, in all honesty. And I'm being very inefficient with my runs here. But we'll freeze the layout in the way that it is via the architect here. And then we'll give this guy, you know, 94% of our gold. And then we'll go fight the boss. Just because I kind of want to see what the third boss in the game is all about. So we'll enter Castle Hansen here. And we'll teleport to the boss of the Maya. There we go. And maybe we'll get lucky and at least, you know, live long enough to see something interesting happen. So the boss is one of the fire dudes, made enormous. Ponce de Leon, okay. I think I saw Omrecker actually in one of his videos fighting this dude. Why do I not appear to have a double jump anymore? Also, I'm already at half dead. He doesn't seem to have that much health. But, you know, that might seem like the kind of thing that would make me feel better about how this is going. It doesn't actually, though. It makes me feel a lot worse because I'm pretty sure that this guy's going to have multiple forms. But in any case, as always, thanks for watching. You know, we made something happen. We killed a single block this time. I think it's in our best interest on the next episode to just do some farming. And, you know, we'll be back. We won't use the architect. We'll farm our way through the castle and the Maya again. Hopefully get some levels and then maybe take another crack at this boss. So as always, thanks for watching. And I will see you next time.